Come on. Where are you going? Hey you guys, so guess what it's time for? This is Builder's Tip, I think it's number 4, gotta verify that. Once again, this tip is based on one of my mistakes. And you know what? I didn't realize I made so many mistakes until I started filming this stuff to put on YouTube. But here we are again. So what we've got here is this Milton house that I'm continuing on. Everything's going great. I've got all the boxes sprayed. As you can see today, I was dry fitting the doors. Now, this is one of the upper cabinets. I've got one of these left and right of the vent hood. So as you see, it's an inset face frame with the bead, and then the 3 doors are set inside. Now, to me, any cabinet, the doors have to be tight. I hate the big gaps, but especially on an inset cabinet, your tolerances are very tight, because if the doors are out a little bit, or if they're too small, your gaps are going to be too wide, and you're going to see it. Everybody will see it, and it's just a red flag that you made a mistake, you don't know what you're doing, whatever. So as I was putting these doors in, just dry fitting them, I always do that before I spray them, just to ensure that, you know, I don't waste my time spraying if I need to fix it. But my gaps were too wide. So on this, it worked out. I need 2 doors at 14 3/16 wide and 1 door at 14 1/8 wide. And that's 1/16 of an inch on the 2 doors. That makes a difference. So the 2 14 3/16 go here, 14 1/8 goes over there. So as I put them up, I noticed all the gaps were too wide. So what I did when I measured the doors originally, instead of the 2 14 3/16 are correct, that'll work right with the hinges and give me the gaps I need. The 14 1/8 door should have been 14 5/16. So now, because I've got 2 of these identical cabinets, I've got to order 2 more 14 5/16 wide doors instead of 14 1/8 wide doors, which is what I have. I don't know how I missed 3/16 of an inch. That's a lot. I don't know how I twisted that in my mind or whatever when I wrote it down to order it. I don't know. But I mean, it's not going to cost me that much, $100 and a couple days. Thankfully, they're not ready for the cabinets yet anyway, so I've got time to get them ordered, get them back, and finish them. But again, it's just another unnecessary delay. It's an unnecessary mistake. So when you're getting your measurements, not only do you need to get all your measurements, as we talked about in another video, but you got to make sure your measurements are correct. Now, it's a little tricky with these. If it had just been 2 doors, you just divide the space, you know, you subtract 1/8 and divide by 2, you got your 2 doors. This is a little trickier because you've got 3. You want them to all be the same size. So, you know, there's a little bit more math involved, and I just dropped the ball. So that's the builder's tip for this week. Not only do you get all your measurements, make sure your measurements are right. That's why Grandpa always said, measure twice and cut once. I'm a big believer, measure 5 times and cut once, if that's what it takes. I didn't do that with this, and it bit me. So it's just a good reminder for me. Hopefully it is for you guys too. And that is it. This is Builder's Tip number 4, and I appreciate it. You guys take care. Be sure and hit that like and the subscribe button. And as always, drop me a comment, and I will reply. Thanks a lot, you guys. Take care.